Was very slow 3 lengths. First one out, Playlist, began smartly. Wee Maggie's around them, and Green Ice is making up that length to race into third. Easy peasy, Miss Milana towards the inside. Roy's Marlin on the outside. Pamunka, he's wider out, got about a half a length to make up and moving around runners. Silver Raisin in the blue and white silks is tucked up towards the inner. Roy's Marlin on the outside. Further back in the running, Flamenco Dancer gives them about 5 lengths start. Roy's Bongos on the outside of runners as they move down past the 700-meter zone. Pamunky picked it up by a length and a half. Playlist is right there. Wee Maggie's on the outside. Green Ice, Red Caps, hunting them, just got 2 lengths to make up at the 6 peg. Towards the inside, Miss Milana. Silver Raisin, Flamenco Dancer. Homeward bound, Pamunky at the 400-meter marker. Wee Maggie. Green Ice is now let loose on the outside. Flamenco Dancer goes in. Green Ice about to put her head in front at the 300. Flamenco Dancer, Pamunky stays on. Green Ice by a half. Flamenco Dancer's running a big race on the inside. Green Ice in front from Flamenco Dancer the last bit. Miss Milana's trying to come out late. Green Ice in command, a length and a half, and Green Ice go to the banking. Flamenco Dancer second, Miss Milana and Playlist ran fourth. Number 1, Green Ice, the Gimme the Green Light, bred by the Lamascroll stud. Alesh Naidu, the Fire Racing Trust, the first 2 on the card from the Ellison Wright stable, and Gunter Froggerman. Green Ice at the top of the lane. Gunter let her rip, and she stays on for a very, very decent victory. Look at that run from Flamenco Dancer, horse to certainly pencil in next time. Was slow about 3 lengths, made up the ground, moved up to the 100, but Green Ice a little bit stronger. Miss Milana and Playlist making up the trifectas and quartets. Pamunky back in 5th. Wee Maggie. Silver Raisin, Easy Peasy, Thesaurus. Green Ice at the top of the lane. She started to make big strides. Came forward at the 300-meter marker with long, lengthy strides. Flamenco Dancer, one off the inside, still running green. Gets to about 3 parts of a length of Green Ice, but that's when Green Ice quickens up well the last 100 meters. Green Ice, they give me the green light as they come down to the post. The first 2 favorites home at Greyville. Back to the studio.
Number 1, Green Ice, has come through to win race number 2, and the numbers 1 and 4 will be the numbers you'll need in the first leg of the exotic, the bipod. And well done to trainer Alison Wright, Alesh Naidu, Fire Racing Trust, see the breeder Lamascroll stud, and of course Gunter Roggeman. But let's get Alison into the office first. And I heard your interview there about taking the filly back home after last week's abandoned meeting. Not ideal, but she took it well, Alison.
Yeah, Dees, listen, she's a really light filly. You know, she doesn't carry a lot of condition, so we were a bit concerned during the week that it might not be the right thing. But she ate well and she was well in herself. So yeah, we took the chance.
From day one, she showed the ability. She's run against some useful sort in winners' races.
Yeah, shame she hasn't had it easy. So she's done very well. She's a lovely filly. You see her action. She's got a beautiful, beautiful action, and I think looking for a lot further.
You got one on the board. Runners later on?
Yeah, we've got place chances. I think Cool Water, Chili Affair first runs out the maidens. So yeah, we're hoping for better.
Master Shogun?
Yeah, he's very well. Not a good draw though, but I'm sure he'll be fighting out the finish hopefully.
Well done, Alison. It's a nice start, as I mentioned, to the evening, and all the best to yourself and Kevin.
Thanks. I'd just like to thank Alesh for the support and for buying us this beautiful filly. Kevin actually liked her at the sales, and we managed to buy her from Van Furen when they were having the sale. So Kevin phoned Alesh and said, I really like this filly, see where she is. And yeah, Alesh bought it for us. So thanks very much to him. Well done to Gunter for the ride, and to Lamascroll, well done to them, to Sally who runs the stud, well done to them, and to the guys at home.
Well played.
And to our sponsors, Hollywood, thanks very much.
Lovely. That's Alison Right, for number 1, Green Eyes. Gunther Roggeman, the winning jockey. And before we even touch on this win, Gunther, you're having a wonderful start to this season. I just had a look at the stats before coming to the races today. You're in the top 5, and you're having a purple patch.
Yeah, it's made possible with the quality of rides that I'm getting at the moment. You know, I'm very blessed with the support that I'm getting out of Durban at the moment, with Louis being here and a couple of the trainers throwing me a bone here or two, and you know, they're quality rides, so they're in with chances. And like you said, I'm riding the top of my game, and that just makes my life so much easier.
I was not at the races the other day, but I did watch, and yourself and Louis teamed up very successfully together, and Louis also has settled in nicely in KZN as well.
Yeah, I'm very, very pleased for Louis and his owners. It's a big move to uproot everything from Joburg and move down here, and I'm very happy and pleased that it's all going well.
This horse coming to the race had the form.
You know, she had the form. She was tipped to be a good thing when the meeting washed out last Friday evening, and you know, she had the form. I think the form is the best 3-year-old filly's form in Durban. Just thanks very much to the right family for giving me the opportunity to ride her. Thanks very much for Lesh, and you know, she had the form to win, and the race didn't plan out the way I thought it would. I thought they'll go a bit harder, and they eased it up quite severely at about the 800, and I knew I was in the best horse, and I pulled out wide, which is not the right thing to do, but she didn't give me the feel when I went down like she's going to quicken, and being on the best horse, she gave me the opportunity to get her going, and she won a decent race.
Now, you've got some fancy horses later on this evening, some of them for Louis as well.
Yeah, Bonnie Dawn, 1,000 metres, competitive field, drawn a bit deep. Haddington, drawn deep, coming back to the mile, first time on the poly.
Shifting gears.
Shifting gears, you know, she ran last week. It's back-to-back. She's got the form. If the last run didn't knock it too much, she's a massive runner.
Which could be your next best, the one at the back?
I would say the one at the back, and most probably Haddington.
Thanks for that.
Thank you very much.
Well done. Gunther Roggeman, nice having him in town. Alesh, it's a nice start to the evening. 2 from 2 in your colours, and this horse has repaid you well. Another horse that you got from the Asman.
Yeah, thank you to the Asman. I want to say big thanks to Ali, thanks to Kevin, and thanks to Gunther for the ride.
Last week, Friday, she was carded to race, as Alison mentioned, strongly fancied there. Were there any doubts this evening?
No, there were no doubts. Kevin was bullish. She'll win, and we was waiting for the race.
Well, it's a double for you, and where's the lovely wife? Where's Lisa today? She often doesn't miss a meeting, Alesh.
No, she's busy training for a race on the weekend, and I want to take it against my granddaughter. She's my biggest supporter, and I want to say this is for her in Cape Town.
So you don't need the training when you go out running, Alesh, in these races?
Yeah, I do. I just did the Cape Town Marathon last 2 weeks ago, and I qualified for comrades now, so I'm ready to take it easy now.
Well, Alesh, all the best. A massive supporter of the game. These colours are very familiar throughout the country. It's a double for you this evening. Well played.
Sure, thank you.
Well done. Alesh Naidu, number 1, Green Eyes, beating number 4, Flamenco Dancer, 6, Miss Milana, and a nice run from another first-timer, 8, Playlist. Up next, place accumulator time, race number 3, and that will be at 17:40, but we are running a bit late. Next up, start of the place accumulator.